But there are probably two really simple things that you can do non-medication that are, if you look at the data, are almost guaranteed to improve your sleep, which is some form of physical activity most days, or at least several days a week. And the second is deal with your anxiety. Mm-hmm. Anxiety is the principal cause of insomnia. It's not the only cause, but it's our current working model of insomnia, that people who have a high fight or flight activation of their nervous system, branch of the nervous system, they also have high levels of stress chemicals such as cortisol. And that seems to be very predictive of their insomnia. And if you can start to manage your anxiety, for example, meditation is a fantastic practice.
What this advice misses is the real nuance and the real core of what insomnia is. So people with insomnia, they've already got a laundry list of 1,000 things that they have to do to force themselves to sleep. Warm baths, kiwi fruit, supplements, wearing socks to bed. And then if they add another one to the list during the daytime, suddenly that creates more force and more effort. So if I exercise really, really well today, then I can force myself to sleep. And when you exercise and you still don't sleep, and oh, what did I do wrong? Did I not exercise long enough? Did I not exercise hard enough? The data shows that it should work. So, and it actually creates more anxiety, more obsession around your sleep, because everything you try doesn't work. And so it misses what insomnia is. Again, when he talks about anxiety and the fight or flight stress response and meditation, yeah, insomnia is anxiety driven. However, he's kind of implying there that insomnia is a symptom of anxiety, but people with insomnia are 18 times more likely to suffer from anxiety. So he's got it the wrong way around, because actually you need to fix the insomnia before you can fix the anxiety. And he's taken a very kind of basic linear approach of A plus B equals C. Insomnia is fight or flight. That's A plus B. So meditation helps to deal with fight or flight, and therefore equals C, which is therefore you were asleep. But of course, people with insomnia know that meditation isn't going to help them sleep in and of itself, because when you do it and you're like, okay, I'm going to meditate really, really, really well to try and sleep, it makes you more anxious, it makes you more stressed, it makes you more worried about your sleep, because you're trying really, really hard to meditate and clear your mind. And it just puts a load of force and attention and obsession and control on your sleep, and ultimately backfires. So, and this is the problem that I find with a lot of the people, with Andrew Huberman, with Matthew Walker. They will use all these studies where they look at the data behind these certain things. The data shows that kiwi fruits contain melatonin, which then converts to melatonin, and therefore you will sleep after eating them. Well, if they worked, the doctor would hand you a fruit bowl and insomnia would be cured. So of course they do not work, but the data shows that it does, but it misses the core thing of what insomnia is: the obsession, the control, the anxiety, the fear of the bed and the bedroom, and the force and effort people put in order to sleep. So really, how to overcome it? You need to start with behavioral changes. Reducing your sleep opportunity in the first instance to rebuild your pattern of sleep. But once you've got that, then you start letting go of all these 1,001 ritualistic behaviors you're doing in order to try and force yourself to sleep. Letting go of all these 1,001 things you're doing in order to try and protect your sleep, and essentially getting back to the behaviors of what a good sleeper is doing. And this is where it's got so out of control. Hot baths, socks, supplements. Good sleepers aren't doing any of this stuff, and I know he means well, but it's just not helpful. And the amount of clients that I see that have listened to his work, who slept, not great, but, okay-ish, and now have full-blown insomnia, I've lost count of it. And yeah, I think unless you really understand what the core of insomnia is, I think you need to stay away from it. Sleepze.com. Check out all my other videos for a much kinder, more holistic approach which actually works for insomnia. All right, I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.